Question one. Biggest thing that I've learned is to not get too stressed about work. Otherwise, you won't be able to come up with anything good. So just get comfortable, you lunatics.
Biggest learning, I think, there's so many learnings, but the biggest learning, I think, is assume you know nothing. Trust whoever you work with. Trust the mentors. Trust Mark. Listen. And I think, the most important lesson is to learn to trust, at least for me.
Take every opportunity. You never know where it might lead.
The biggest thing I've learned is don't take it too seriously. Have fun.
Work out exactly what sort of work you like early, whether it be digital, rebellious, experiential, and create campaigns in that style, always.
Don't be afraid to fail.
Question two. If I could turn back time, what would be the one thing that I would do? I would go to more galleries and collect more dots rather than spend too much time in the studios. I found later on, the more I got out, the better the work would be.
If I could turn back time, I think I would have had more fun or allowed myself to have more fun. I think that it's important to not take things so seriously, because actually the best ideas and the best moments in life are the ones when you let go. So yeah.
Collect SMPs all the time. They're much harder to find when you need to find one.
If I could have done something differently, I'd have read more before I came. I'd have learned to code more before I came. I'd have learned Illustrator and Photoshop earlier because they are very useful. And I would have written SMPs from the start. Just SMPs, SMPs, SMPs.
Well, what would I do if I turned back time? Bernard's watch, if you will. Really work out everyone in the class's strengths and weaknesses early.
I would have put ricin in my milk so I could find out who was stealing it.
Question three. What do you need to know about the mentors? Nothing. Get to know them yourself. They're all legends.
What you need to know. Okay, so this is tough. Okay, so let's start with Ian. Ian is this massive underdog. He's probably, I don't think I personally could have gone through this year without Ian. He's incredibly skilled. He's just fantastic. He's the most helpful and most caring mentor, and incredibly empathetic. So yeah, Ian is someone that you should thank over and over again because his efforts aren't appreciated enough. Jean is spectacular. She's incredibly amazing with words and copy. She isn't in advertising, which kind of gives you a nice spectrum of what actually does matter. And is just a lovely, lovely person that you can just be open with. Hannah is adorable and is just incredibly caring to all the needs that you have and will help you and facilitate all the contacts that you want to reach. Chantal is just hilarious, gorgeous, awesome, just such a great person to know, and is again always there for you when you need her. Georgia is hilarious. She loves books and will always tell you about amazing books and is inspired by literally everything, and just a great person to chat to, as well as incredibly helpful if you lose things. Tufik is a child as an adult, if that makes any sense, but like he's this massive kid that has an energy of like a 15-year-old and finds everything incredibly inspiring and hilarious. So if you want to be inspired, I feel like Tufik is this great source of inspiration outside of advertising, and of course an incredibly talented art director. Who have I not? Oh, Rob. Rob is just the sweetest, most patient mentor out there. Incredibly great at craft. He's got all these skills that you just never knew you needed help with until you come up with them. So I guess like Ollie's Ton of Chocolat and the packaging and things like that. Chris says it like it is. If you want to know the blunt truth about anything, Chris will definitely tell you. He has great copy and is hilarious and a great guy to go for a beer with. Definitely someone you can have fun with and relax with. Dave Burrs knows a lot of people and will make sure you know that, but is also incredibly talented and has amazing ideas and will look at your work in a completely different way. Steve Henry is inspiring, is a funny lad, also feels like a big kid, produces great work and sees things in a very positive light, but wants meaning in work, which is important. And then, of course, there is Mark. What do you need to know about Mark? Mark says what he needs to say, and the rest is up to you, what you want to interpret. And if you want to interpret things negatively, then they will be negative. Or you can put trust in him, and most likely, actually 99.9% of the time, it's actually really positive. He knows what he's doing. He wants the best for everyone. So I guess my biggest piece of advice with Mark is don't put too much emphasis on his importance. Focus on your work, but make sure Mark feels appreciated and trust in anything that he suggests, because 99.9% of the time he's very right.
They're all amazing. Work with them as much as possible, but don't take them for granted.
What do you need to know about the mentors? Get to know them really well very early on, and never take them for granted, because they have been unbelievable this year. Like, you couldn't wish for a better bunch. So yeah, utilise them, but never ever take them for granted.
What do you need to know about the mentors? Well, each and every one has a unique skill. Mark is ideas and advice. Ian, typography and layout. Hannah, gets your job. Chantel, bringing in badass mentors. Tufik, design. Chris, natural sounding copy. Rob, scamping and layout. Gene, story. Dave, digital. And Steve, just general advertising.
Question 4. Best piece of work to come out of SCA this year. Dale. Carissa Dale. She did this Lego Braille. It's brilliant. Should have won.
Best piece of work is kind of hard to choose. I would say Moonpig by Adam and Matthias was extraordinary. It's a really, really cool idea. I wish I'd thought of it. And I also really like Claire and Sabine's Dacia work. I feel like it's something that you get mad at yourself for missing, because you think it's really obvious, but if it wasn't for them, it wouldn't be made obvious.
Will and Adam's query was amazing, and I love that Robbie and Ollie are actually making Tana Chocolat.
Best piece of work. I really like Greg and Tom's Sky D&AD. I thought it was really nice. And I also love Nubian Wells' Everyman campaign with the transfer tattoos. That's fantastic.
Best piece of work? Wow. Tricky. Probably say the Nescafe print by Adult Fun. Simple and smart. It's great.
Question 5. Any other advice for next year's intake? Be nice or fuck off. There's no time for people who are going to be horrible and nasty to people. So just be nice.
Number 1, trust in those around you, because there's so much to learn from others. You most definitely don't know half of anything. Have fun, because it's a fun place and it goes by fast, and you'll regret not allowing yourself to have enough fun. Be kind. Make sure you demonstrate how grateful you are and appreciative of everyone. Make contacts. Networking will save your butt. If not saying that everyone will not have a high enough standard of work, because everyone will, but in case you don't have as good of the work as you had liked to, networking will save you. So make sure you put yourself out there. Always make time, and make sure you demonstrate how much you value other people's time that they take out to help and facilitate you.
Work hard, but don't forget to play lots too. That's where some of the best ideas come from.
Any extra advice, I'd say just have fun, have a load of fun with it. Don't take it too seriously. It's only advertising. But work your ass off, and you will reap the rewards. And you will not regret going to SAA, I guarantee it. It's incredible.
Extra advice. How about your mates? You never know when you'll need their help in return. With that, thank you very much. It's been a great course. Hopefully see you all soon. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.